everyone, welcome to the Power Electronics and Applications series. I am Vrishali and today we are going to discuss boost and buck boost converter. In our last video, we have studied the buck converter which works on the principle of step down chopper. Today we will discuss the principle of step up choppers and the boost converter which uses this principle, and the principle of step up down choppers on which the buck boost converter works. So let's start with the boost converter, but before studying that we will discuss the principle of step up chopper. So this is the step up chopper diagram which is capable of giving a maximum voltage that is higher than the input DC voltage, that is the output across this load E0 will be greater than the input voltage EDC. So this is called as step up chopper. So talking about the operation, during T on this chopper is on and the inductor is connected to the supply EDC. This inductor stores the energy during this T on period. During T off, the chopper is off and the inductor current forced to flow through the freewheeling diode. So as the current tends to decrease, the polarity of EMF induced in the inductor L is reversed. The voltage across the loads becomes E0 is equal to the input voltage EDC plus the voltage across the inductor, that is LdI by dt. The inductor voltage adds to the source voltage to force the inductor current into the load. In this way, the energy stored in the inductor is released to the load. The value of inductance L is preferred for getting is maximum, then the minimum will be the ripple in output. Now talking about the boost converter which works on the principle of step up chopper, this boost converter produces average output voltage E0 which is greater than the EDC, same as a step up chopper, as it works on the similar principle. So this EDC will be lower than E0, so it will step up. By varying the duty ratio T on by T of this switch, the average output voltage can be controlled. So device T1 is switched on at a time T is equal to 0. The inductor L is connected to the supply EDC. The inductor stores energy during the period T on. So here you can see during T on, inductor stores the energy. Hence the diode DF is reverse biased and isolates the output stage. When the power is off, the output stage receives energy from the inductor as well as from the input. The current which was flowing through the transistor would now flow through the inductor, then freewheeling diode, then capacitor and through load. During T on, the inductor current rises linearly from I1 to I2. So EDC will be given as LdI by dt. So di will be I2 minus I1 upon T on. Now substituting I2 minus I1 is equal to delta I, we will get EDC is equal to L delta I upon T on. So from this equation we can get the value of T on. Rearranging, T on will be equal to delta I into L upon EDC. Now during time T off, what will happen? The inductor current falls linearly from I2 to I1. So EDC minus E0 will be given as minus L into delta I upon T off. So similarly, this value of T off, by rearranging this equation we can get T off is equal to delta I into L upon, now this minus sign, so reversing these signs, EDC minus E0, so it will happen E0 minus EDC. Now to obtain delta I value, we will equate these two equations. So from this T on equation and from this T off equation, we can get the peak to peak ripple current of inductor L, which is given as delta I, so T on into EDC upon L. So this is the first equation, and from this T off equation we can get delta I is equal to T off into E0 minus EDC upon L. So these two equations are written over here for the value of delta I. Now substituting the T on is equal to alpha T and T off is equal to 1 minus alpha T, the average output voltage is given as E0 is equal to EDC into T upon T off. So substituting T off is equal to 1 minus alpha, EDC upon 1 minus alpha. Assuming a lossless circuit, so Pi is equal to P0, the power at the input side which is equal to power at the output side. The equation for power is voltage into current. So at input side it will be EDC into Is, and output side which is equal to E0 into I0. Now substituting the value of E0 which is calculated over here, so E0 will be EDC upon 1 minus alpha into I0. The average input current becomes Is is equal to I0 upon 1 minus alpha from this expression. This will be Is and this is EDC, equating with this expression. So the switching period T can be obtained as T is equal to 1 upon F, that is the reciprocal of frequency, and this switching period is nothing but the on and off period of switch. So T on plus T off, which is equal to substituting the values of T on and T off which we have calculated in previous slide, we will get this expression as a value of T. From the above equation, the peak to peak ripple current becomes delta I is equal to EDC in bracket E0 minus EDC upon FL E0, which will be substituting the value of alpha instead of this E0 minus EDC upon E0. So when the device is on, the capacitor supplies the load current for T is equal to T on period. During this time T on, the average capacitor current IC is equal to I0, and the peak to peak ripple voltage of the capacitor is given by delta Vc is equal to Vc minus Vc at T is equal to T0. So this can be given as, the voltage equation is impedance into current. So here 1 upon C into current IC dt, integrating over 0 to T on, we will get I0 into T on upon C. But T on is equal to E0 minus EDC upon EDC into T off, as we have seen before. So here substituting the value of EDC, we will get T on is equal to E0 minus EDC upon E0F. Now substituting the value of T on in that delta Vc formula, we will get I0 alpha upon F into C. So the detailed explanation of this derivation will be explained in our online lecture, so please be present for that. So for this boost converter, the variation of duty cycle is in the range of 0 to 1. The output voltage E0 will vary in the range of EDC to infinity, and hence the boost converter can step up the output voltage without a transformer. So this is all about the boost converter, which works on the principle of step up chopper. Now we will study the buck boost converter, and before that we will see what is the principle of step up down chopper. So a chopper can also be used as a step up or step down in both modes by continuously varying its duty cycle. Output voltage polarity is opposite to that of the input voltage EDC. So when the chopper is on, the supply current flows through the path in this way: EDC, then chopper, then inductor and EDC minus. So inductor L stores the energy during this T on period. Now when the chopper is off, what will happen? The inductor current tends to decrease. As the result, the polarity of EMF induced in L is reversed. So the inductance energy discharges in the load through the path L plus, then load, then diode and L minus in this loop. During T on, the energy stored in the inductance will be given as Wi is equal to EDC into Is into T on. Now during T off, the energy fed to the load can be given as W0, which is equal to E0 into Is into T off. So this is at input side. So I stands for input, EDC is the input voltage, Is is the source current, and T on is the period. Whereas this is at the output side, this is W0, 0 or O stands for output, E0 is the voltage across the load, current Is which flows through the circuit, and T off duration. So for a lossless system in a steady state, this input energy will be equal to output energy as the loss is not present. So equating these two equations, we will get this, and from that we will have the final expression for E0, that is the output voltage, which is equal to, cancelling Is similar, EDC into T on upon T off. But T is equal to T on plus T off, thus E0 will be equal to EDC into T on upon T off, which is given as, substituting the value of T off as T minus T on. So we will get this expression. Now this T on, I'll divide the denominator by T on, we will get T upon T on minus T on upon T on. So this will be 1, and as we know, T upon T on is alpha, that is a duty cycle. So E0 will be equal to EDC into 1 upon 1 by alpha minus 1, which is equal to EDC into alpha upon 1 minus alpha. So for alpha ranging from 0 to 0.5, it will work as a step down chopper. Alpha ranging from 0.5 to 1, it will work as a step up chopper. So this is the principle of step up down chopper. By varying the alpha duty cycle, we can have a both functions step up as well as step down. Now using this principle, how this buck boost converter is operated, we will see that. A cascade connection of two basic converters, that is a step down converter and step up converter, forms a buck boost converter. This buck boost converter is used in a regulated DC power supplies where a negative polarity output may be desired with respect to a common terminal of an input voltage. The output voltage can be either higher or lower than the input voltage. If the output voltage is higher than input voltage, it will work as a step up chopper or as a buck converter. If output voltage is lower than the input voltage, it will work as a step down chopper. So in this buck boost converter also, this power MOSFET is used as a switch. So when this power MOSFET is switched on, the supply current starts flowing through the path EDC plus T1 L D EDC minus. So the inductor L stores the energy during this T on period. So here you can see, during this T on, inductor stores the energy. When the power MOSFET is switched off, the inductor current decreases, which is shown over here. So during T off, inductor current decreases. As a result, the polarity of EMF induced in the L is reversed. Thus the inductance energy discharges in the load through the path L plus load D L minus through the inductor, load, then diode, and again back to inductor. During T on, the inductor current rises linearly from I1 to I2, which is given as this expression. Now during T off, the inductor current falls linearly from I2 to I1, which is given as this expression. I am not going to explain this as we have seen these similar kind of expressions in buck converter as well as boost converter. So the peak to peak ripple current of an inductor L is given as delta I is equal to I2 minus I1. So equating these two, we will get the value for delta I. Now E0 is equal to minus EDC into T on upon T off. By dividing T to numerator as well as denominator, we will get this. To write this E0 equation in the form of alpha, this gives E0 is equal to minus ADC alpha upon 1 minus alpha. For a lossless system in a steady state, again input power is equal to output power, and similar expression as buck boost converter. Therefore, the average input current is given by Is is equal to alpha upon 1 minus alpha into I0. Now, switching period T can be calculated as 1 upon F T on plus T off. Very similar expressions to that of the individual buck converter or individual boost converter. If you refer previous slides, everything is similar. Substituting the values of T on and T off, we will get this. Peak to peak ripple current can be written as this. During the period T on, when the device is on, the filter capacitor supplies the load current. Therefore, the average discharging current of the capacitor IC is equal to I0. The peak to peak ripple voltage of a capacitor is given by, again similar expression for delta Vc, and also E0 expression can be given in terms of alpha. Substituting the value of alpha, we will get this. As discussed already, the peak to peak ripple voltage of a capacitor is given by, again the similar expression, as it is a combination of buck converter and boost converter. So again substituting the value of T on in this expression, we will get the final expression for delta Vc. The buck boost converter provides the output voltage polarity reversal without a transformer. This type of chopper has a high efficiency. The inductor L limits the di by dt fault current when the device is under the fault condition. In this type of converter circuit, the output short circuit protection would be easy to implement. So this is all about the buck converter, boost converter as well as buck boost converter, which works on the step up down and step up down principle. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe and happy e-learning.